From neighborhood beacons to our very own angels in LA, this is your guide to all things LA strong, the unscripted way. Recovery, rebuilding, and a renewed sense of community. In the wake of the Los Angeles wildfires, Angelenos are trying to take a small step forward, but we can't do it alone. Welcome to LA Unscripted. I'm Dana Devitt, and today we're at Shadow Hills Riding Club, a local equine therapy center that opened its doors to animals displaced by the fires. But that's just one of the reasons why this nonprofit is so very special.
Fires were all around us, the Eaton fire, and then of course the Palisades fires. The trailer was already hooked up because we were ready to evacuate. I left and went to the Palisades to evacuate 3 alpacas and 3 donkeys. Police came and told us that we had to abandon the truck and trailer because the fires were so close. But I wasn't going to leave the animals, so I said, I have to get the animals out. There was another woman that had come and asked if we needed help, and she had 2 chickens and asked if we would take the chickens. That night when we got home, I had another phone call. It was about 11 o'clock that there was 10 horses that needed to be removed or evacuated out of a farm that was in Sylmar. And so then I took off again, and then I went and I picked up 10 horses and brought the 10 horses here. I just told the people that had the animals that I didn't want any monies. They can make a donation to our nonprofit. To feed a horse and take care of a horse, the minimum is $800 a month. You know, so it's costly. And I have 22 horses in the program. Shadow Hills Riding Club is a 501c3 nonprofit. 2 hands, okay, go ahead and turn and walk. We provide services to children with mental and physical disabilities. I want you to match the color with the ring with the color of the pole.
Johnny is an excellent human being inside because he understands with every child. He goes to their level, he raises them up from where they are.
We have a program called Saddles for Soldiers, and we work with veterans and first responders and their families, and we offer services for free. I have a licensed mental health professional here on site for them, and I teach them how to ride and how to take care of the horse and how to become independent with their own horses.
If you're stressed out, it lowers down your stress because they know your energy. So they're horses, they're based off of energy, they're loving, they're kind, they help you out through everything that you're going through.
Gives me more focus, concentrate on what the need is for the horse as well as for myself. So I had to be linked with him to know what his needs are as well as mine.
We have a lot of animals here. Of course, all the horses, and then we have miniature donkeys, and we have sheep, and we have goats, and we have chickens, we have a tortoise, we have a couple pot-bellied pigs, we have cockatoos. The farm animals I use for therapy for the children. So all of these animals have been rescued or donated to us.
And you use, okay, like for instance, if somebody's scared of a large horse, you kind of start them out with the smaller animals, and that helps.
It does. It, so to speak, desensitizes them, and it's not so intimidating.
What would it mean to you to get donations to your program?
That helps us tremendously. You know, there's families that come here that can't afford sessions, and that I never turn anyone away.
I've heard so many times today about how calming and therapeutic and healing these horses can be. And Shadow Hills Riding Club is always looking for volunteers and donations, so please visit their website for more information. And now Jasmine Simpkins is sharing another powerful local story.
We're like a community center. We were like everybody's safe haven. It was the safest spot to go when anything happened.
Spatario's was a staple here in the Palisades community, but the owners tell us they are determined to rebuild despite the rubble.
Somewhere, somehow, this place will rebuild. It might take a little while, but Palisadians are resilient people. They're not going anywhere. This was a really special place. This is the last known village in America. I mean, you look at it and you think that there's celebrities and the very wealthy and the rich, but it's not like that at all. These people are hardworking Americans.
So take me back. What happened on that Tuesday? Were you here?
I was not here. I had 2 chefs who were doing the preparation for the day shift. I had one server who was on her way. I called her. She was stuck in gridlock. She's like, I can't get up there. I don't know what's happening. I said, do your best. Just try to get up there. Tell me what's happening. She called me about 11 o'clock. She got here. So there's a ton of smoke. Smoke was coming up from up there, which is the top of the Highlands. And she said, I don't know. It looks like there's a fire. And I said, well, you know, stay open as long as you can because there's going to be people who are going to need food, someplace to go or evacuate. We've done it 100 times. She said, okay. And I said, all right. And then she called me about an hour later. She goes, we got a call from the city and they told us we got to get out. I got a text message at 2 a.m. from a friend who lived up the street. He was saving his house and his neighbor's house. And he rode down here and said, Lower Marquez is on fire. It's not looking good. And then at 8:30 in the morning, I got a call from my neighbor 2 doors down, the pharmacy, who said, I think we're okay. I think it survived. And then at 10:30 in the morning, my neighbor right next door to me sent me a video of one of his friends who drove by at about 5 a.m. that day and just showed a picture of it burning to the ground.
Caught in a madness.
And this was it. We had patio seating. People loved the patio. It was great. We had big accordion glass doors.
Did you inherit the business from your family?
My mom started it. So the place was here in 1984, started by a gentleman named Giovanni.
So you guys just celebrated 40 years.
40 years, I mean, had a big party. The whole community came out. We did a throwback prices to 1984, the balloons. I mean, everybody. It was just it was a really great night. Celebrated our cooks. All our cooks were with us. You know, they've been with us since day one. This is gonna take a while. Nobody knows. I think it's probably gonna take at least 6 months to clean up. We're working with our landlord to see if we can rebuild. In the meantime, we're gonna see if we can relocate someplace temporarily to at least give our employees a place to work.
What message do you have for any other businesses that have been affected by the wildfires?
If you think you have a little bit left in you, come back. I wanna come right back to that spot where I bring my daughter, where people bring their kids. I don't want to move. I want to be right here. It's been home for 40 years, and I hope it's home for the next 40 years.
We have just started to scratch the surface of introducing you to some amazing local businesses ready and willing to help. LA Unscripted will be right back from the Shadow Hills Writing Club. Welcome back to LA Unscripted. I'm Dana Devin, and today we are at Shadow Hills Writing Club, a haven for horses and a special nonprofit offering equine therapy to adults and children. It's going to be a long road to recovery, but we are LA strong. So on that note, we had to ask, how could the LA Unscripted team step up and support? Get ready for Operation Get Some Rest.
Ladies, you all have your t-shirts already that I made for us. This is Operation Get Some Rest, and this is a joint collab between Peach Skin Sheets, LA Unscripted, which is why we're here, and Styled by Anya. And this came about because I personally have so many friends who lost their homes in the fire. You guys all know Karen Levine, the CEO of Peach Skin Sheets. I called her crying on a Sunday morning and said, Karen, this is what people here are asking for. What can we do? She said, we are gonna send a freight truck with 6 figures full of bedding to service the greater Los Angeles area for those affected people. Okay, today is the day I've been waiting for. This is shipment and delivery day. There is a freight truck here with 4 pallets of Peach Skin Sheets products behind me. We've got to get these sheets out of the boxes and into HQ. This is my friend Alexis. You might recognize her from TikTok because she's TikTok famous. She's known on TikTok as the college expert. And so what made you want to take time out of your very busy schedule right now and help with this donation?
Listen, as an LA native, this devastation that we are enduring, clients, friends, has been truly such a deep emotional experience for all of us. We want to do whatever we can to help.
Unfortunately, my family was part of the Palisades fire victims, and we lost our home along with all of our belongings. And Peach Skin Sheets has gracefully offered to gift us with sheets for our family, comforters, and to our friends who lost their homes and all of their items. So we're very grateful.
So this is my system. You take the tag, and then you take the sheet, right? That says what it is.
This one's a good one.
My friend Chris, I like to call him the Altadena Angel. He is coming here to pick up orders for multiple families. We've got to get to work because he's on his way.
Horrible hole.
It's a little bit of hope amidst a lot of despair right now. So everyone that I contacted was really excited and grateful to hear that they could get some new sheets. My brother's lived in Altadena for 7-8 years. His house is still standing, but uninhabitable for the foreseeable future. It's nice to be able to have the means to help in any way we can.
All right, last bag finished.
Okay, perfect.
Operation Get Some Rest.
Here are some sheets. This is for Jill.
Okay.
And then this is for Melanie. We have one more drop off, and this is going to a fire station in Malibu. How long have you been married to an LA County firefighter?
This is gonna be 20 years.
How long has he been gone on this fire?
For the most part, 17 days out of this whole ordeal.
Because you are a firefighter's wife and your husband, we're so grateful to him. We brought you an entire set of bedding for your house personally so that you and your family can get a little bit of rest. And then, you know, we brought for your husband and his firehouse bedding for them. Mike, on behalf of Operation Get Some Rest, we just want to say thank you.
Appreciate it.
And we hope you get some rest.
And if you know of a family in need, email us at launscripted@ktla.com, and we can arrange a shipment of Peach Skin Sheets products based on availability. It's been amazing to see the efforts by so many, even from across the country. And coming up, we've got even more to share. LA Unscripted will be right back from the Shadow Hills Writing Club. South African activist and Nobel Peace Prize winner Desmond Tutu famously said, "Do your little bit of good where you are." It's those little bits of good put together that overwhelm the world. And we've seen those bits of good all over LA, including right here at Shadow Hills Writing Club. Now meet another local voice sharing this story. Tell 'em, Butters.
I miss them. I want to see them all and give them a hug. And I just think, Altadena was a place of so many small businesses, family-owned businesses. These people, whether it was coffee shop or the hardware store, you'd walk in and they'd know your name. The community is so extraordinary. In one way, it's comforting to know we're all in it together, but it's also incredibly difficult to think that it will never be the same and we'll never see them. I'm in a really interesting position. I've lost my place of business. We were a pop-up. We'd been a pop-up for about 2 years in Amara Kitchen. I own a creative wellness brand, and I'd been hosting creative evenings called the Creative Cafe, but instead of serving food on our menu, we offered a menu of creative activities. So adults came in and were encouraged to kind of connect to their inner creativity, and now that entire business space is gone. The other thing about my business is this is a perfect time to offer the foundation of what my business is based on is wellness and healing and using art and creativity as a form of self-care. I'm unable to offer that to other people. My hometown is Paradise, California, which is in Northern California, which is where the Camp Fire took place. And in 2018, my dad's home burned down in the fire. What I've always said was I couldn't live anywhere else in LA other than Altadena, and I think the reason why is because it actually reminds me so much of Paradise. And then ironically, it burned down in a very similar way. I'm a single mom, and I was with my daughter, and I thought our power would go out and we'd be eating Chinese food to candlelight. The more and more that the wind picked up, I felt really uneasy. With the winds the way that they were, we had to get out, and I just went into autopilot, got my daughter in the shower, and packed up exactly what I had already rehearsed in my head that I would pack up. We saw the mountain ablaze. I just kind of pointed it out to my daughter, she's only 5, and said, that's the mountain we're evacuating now.
In relation to where we are now, where is your house?
My house is this way above Altadena Drive. It's actually, I'm the same street as Christmas Tree Lane.
What are your immediate needs?
I just want to say, like, the resources that have been coming our way is unbelievable and overwhelming. Although we're super grateful for the care packages and the clothes and the toys and all of that, we don't have any place to put them. But right now, I would honestly say what most of us need is housing and financial support. Moving back to Altadena is going to be so hard. This community was so special. Our neighbors would invite us over for hot chocolate, or we would go on evening walks and say hi to the people who we passed every day. Not going back to that, walking past the homes that are just decimated is going to take a real psychological toll. It's going to be a really long and slow process to get back and rebuild, but I do have faith in the community.
Resilience and community support. That's LA Strong. And now our sponsor stepping in to offer resources for those in need.
Because I live in Pasadena, I have many friends and colleagues who lost homes. We really have shown that we need to be able to take care of ourselves. We can't always rely on the system. Whether it's fires or lockdowns, got to prepare ourselves. We live in a time now when patients should have much more direct access to care. When you go into urgent care, all that equipment, all those employees, you are paying for. And God knows how much time you're going to spend there, what kind of infectious diseases you're going to be exposed to. While in 30 minutes on telehealth, you can take care of this and get prepared in the case of being stuck. So this is a medicine called Flagyl. This is ivermectin. They put that in the kit if people want that. And Zithromax Z-Pack. So this is the emergency kit. All the wellness company kits look about like this. By the time you get this kit sent to you, you've had a telehealth visit, your health has been checked,
okay.
You've been coached up on how these things work.
But these are prescription medications, and
yes.
There are times when you need that and you can't get a hold of your doctor, yes. Or it's off hours.
We have a problem with the amount of money we spend on healthcare in this country, and a significant percentage is spent with people going to ERs and urgent care. I just want people to think about all that equipment, all those personnel. You're paying for all of that per visit and per time spent in that environment when all you need is a telehealth visit and access to the substances, the medicine. These kits, a whole team of us put them together. Kits for emergencies, kits for travel, kits for any and all circumstances. This field kit is something I reached into during the fires. We have some fancier kits with more medication that you may need some more supervision with, but it's all stuff that people know how to use, have taken at one time or another, and they should have on hand.
So for people in Los Angeles and the Los Angeles area, which kit should we have given the recent fire?
I think the one that gives you the most peace of mind is just a simple medical emergency kit. Okay. This is for really common things that you're likely to have average person. These are things that you can take care of. You shouldn't have to go out and get somebody right now to see you. You know when you have a sore throat, an upper respiratory infection, you know you're getting fevers, you know azithromycin might be useful. Check out the manual, get some telehealth backup if you need it. By the way, we have a program where if the medication expires, we refill it for you at a very low price.
This is one kit. This is the medical emergency kit, but you have 8 different kits.
We tried to think of kits for every situation. We have a kit for pediatrics.
Okay.
And really, that includes an EpiPen. You're probably not going to get a better source, better price EpiPen anywhere. I invented a term I call rationally ready. And what I like, it's putting the power of healthcare back to the patient. They can do it on their own with support on their terms.
And that is all the time we have for tonight from here at the Shadow Hills Riding Club. Thank you so much for letting us go off script. If you'd like to find out how to help, visit their website. Possum and I thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next time, everyone. Good night. He's eating his brush and my shirt.